In the bustling city of Nairobi, a storm is brewing. The vibrant pulse of the city beats under a cloud of unease as the High Commissioner, Ed Barnes, strives against the odds to keep the peace. Ed's role is a precarious balancing act, a dance on the edge of a knife where one misstep could spell disaster. But it's not only the weight of the city's future that Ed carries on his shoulders. A personal crisis looms in the backdrop, threatening to shatter his world. Ed's daughter Sophie, an innocent caught in the crossfire of a world far removed from her own. And then, on one fateful night, in the solitude of his dimly lit office, Ed's worst fears come to life. His phone rings and a chilling voice on the other end delivers a nightmare. Sophie has been kidnapped. It's a moment that marks the beginning of a terrifying journey and Ed's fight for his daughter's life. This horrifying message thrusts Ed into a deadly negotiation, a high-stakes game of life and death with a ruthless Somali terrorist group. The stakes? His daughter's life? The rules? Unpredictable at best, merciless at worst. The chilling echoes of the kidnapper's voice haunt Ed as he navigates through this terrifying labyrinth. The clock is ticking and every second feels like a lifetime. His mind races, his heart pounds. The weight of his daughter's life on his shoulders feels unbearable. But this isn't just about Ed and Sophie anymore. As he struggles in this deadly negotiation, the world outside his office is spiraling into chaos. A series of political assassinations is sending shockwaves across continents, making his mission more critical than ever. The world is on edge, teetering on the brink of a disaster only Ed can prevent. The world is on edge, and Ed's mission becomes more critical than ever. As the trail of violence leads from Kenya to the UN headquarters in Geneva, further layers of deceit and betrayal are peeled back. A cascade of political assassinations shocks the world. An esteemed Chinese envoy falls just days before a pivotal conference. The world teeters on the brink, and Ed's mission takes on a new level of urgency. Behind the scenes, a sinister tapestry of conspiracy weaves itself into the fabric of global politics. A clandestine network, operating in the shadows, threatens to shatter the fragile veneer of peace. The stakes are higher than Ed ever imagined. This is no longer just about his daughter's safety. It's a fight for the future of humanity. As the world watches, the plot thickens and the tension mounts. The puppeteers pulling the strings are revealed. The world's leaders, like chess pieces, are manipulated in a game they don't even know they're playing. In a climactic standoff, a shocking revelation leaves Ed reeling. The fight for global peace has only just begun. The mastermind behind the turmoil is exposed, and Ed realizes his fight is not just for Sophie, but for humanity itself. In the heart of the storm, Ed stands tall, a beacon of courage against an ocean of treachery. His heart pounds like a drum, his breaths echoing in the silence before the storm. He's a man on the edge, a father desperate to save his child, a leader tasked with saving the world. The air is thick with tension, an electric charge that prickles the skin and sends adrenaline rushing through the veins. The stakes are higher than ever. A life hangs in the balance, the world teeters on the brink of chaos, and at the center of it all, Ed, our unlikely hero, faces an enemy born of shadows and deceit. Gunfire erupts, shattering the silence like glass. Ed's world narrows down to the mission at hand. His every thought, every move is a calculated risk. He is a man in the crosshairs, a figure ensnared in a web of lies and betrayal. But he is not alone. His resolve, his unyielding spirit, they are his true allies. Every bullet that zips past, every explosion that shakes the ground beneath him, serves only to fuel his determination. He fights not just for himself, not just for Sophie, but for peace, for justice, for a world teetering on the brink. He is a hero, but victory comes at a price he never imagined. Prepare for the white-knuckle ride that is The Assassin. A tale that unravels in the heart of Nairobi, takes us through the treacherous landscapes of global politics and into the depths of a father's desperation. It's a story of intrigue, where every turn reveals a new layer of betrayal. But at its core, The Assassin is a tale of redemption, of a man forced to confront his worst fears to save what he loves most. How far would you go to protect what matters most to you?